massive day for the mentally challenged. Hasan and other stupid people yet again decide to do the stupidest thing that they can, aka open their mouths and give their opinions. It's not looking good.
Quick recap if you missed last video. Basically, Hasan went on stream and started crying about his PR. He was basically crying that, his fellow Twitch streamers and the general public perceive him as this toxic drama frog and have a bad impression of him. By the way, that's like the least of your...
I actually really wonder, what does the truly average person think about Hasan? I really do wonder, because no one watching this can answer that question, because not a single person here is average. Everyone's insane.
Worries are perceived as a terrorist supporter, which is a bit worse, but okay. So he was discussing ways to fix his PR. Well, Asmongold has responded.
I feel like the way I'm perceived in this in the sphere of influencers is like dramatically different than the way I'm perceived in the adult politics world.
The adult politics world? Like, what do you mean by that? Also, didn't you get kicked out of the DNC? He got kicked out of the DNC, like...
Oh, wasn't there something like that, right?
Bernie will still not sit down to do a 1-hour interview with you. Like, I don't know about this, guys.
It almost feels like these...
Bernie went and did a 1-hour sit-down with Joe Rogan. No, it was like 2 hours or so, 1.5 or something like that. Dude, you know how you can filter the really bad Joe Rogan episodes, by the way? If they're like 1 hour 30 minutes or 1 hour 40 minutes or something like that, if they're really short, you know it's a shit conversation. Bernie absolutely, well, as most communists, completely humiliated his dumbass, which is hilarious.
These are two alternative realities. Now, obviously, for my audience,
yeah, they are.
It's like mainstream news is way more important, but it does.
Why?
Drama that other people are trying to constantly create around me is fucking annoying, and
I'm sure it sucks. I mean, can you imagine what it would be like if you just had people on the internet that would just make stuff up about you with no basis and just fucking put it out there and just say random shit with no evidence? Bro, that would be so annoying. Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, that would be really annoying. I wonder if Hasan does it to anybody else. Hasan would obviously know nothing about slander or defamation or spreading lies about people at all. Not like he does it all the time. I mean, lying about Asmongold pretty much constantly, and now he's complaining about his own PR, complaining about people spreading lies.
Okay, who wants Asmongold and Hasan to sit down, be moderated by a third party, and have a debate, okay? That's the real one we want, okay? Because there's two sides, okay? There's people who want Hasan to be right because they believe that Asmongold is right and represents their opinion. And there's the side that wants Hasan to shrek Asmongold's dumb opinions. I want that, okay? That's gonna be better than your shitty Logan Jogan Paul, or what's his stupid name, fighting another paraplegic 80-year-old. It's gonna be so much better than that, okay? And they can organize this. There's literally no reason to say no, okay? If you're convinced about your opinion, then, stand up and do this. I mean, this can be organized so easily. I can be the judge. I can tell Hasan to shut up when he talks too much. I can tell Asmongold to shut up. I am the most impartial person in this planet, okay? Because I hate both of them. Hasan can go to hell, and Asmongold can also go to hell. So I will not be batting for one side, because I think these two people are equally omega autistic, okay? Cowards and all of that good stuff, which is pretty much the whole political space on Twitch and every other platform currently run by these people who barely finished the 9th grade. Yeah, I don't think it's looking good. I think we completely lost the sauce, lost the plot the moment. Even if it's an idiot, complete moron like Hasan, okay? But he says something, your response to him should not be, but you supported terrorism, or said something vaguely in that direction. That should not be your response. That's a stupid response. That's a bad response. Okay, you should be able to actually interact with the argument. But no side is interacting with anyone's argument. Both sides is just in the trenches, slinging mud at each other. And I'm kind of tired of this, okay? I want these people to go at it. I want them to fight mentally and physically in a boxing ring, but not for paid viewership. That's stupid. And all of those things, okay? I'm sure there would be hundreds of people willing to make Hasan versus Asmongold happen. We could get the showdown, okay? We could get the showdown. Oh, it would be so good.
It's about him. For the most part, people are just pointing out things you've actually said and literally showing evidence, showing clips that you've actually been a part of. Now, Asmon pointed out the thing about the DNC and Bernie doesn't like him. I feel like at this point, he's a joke to even his own political party. And I think everybody is starting to realize that he qualifies as this extreme outlier, which is pretty much why he will never win this fight. Moving on.
No, he is not even close to an extreme outlier. That is a complete misconception.
To Hasan giggling and kicking his feet with his friends talking about Asmongold.
I will not sit down to do a 1-hour interview with you. Like,
Wait, what?
What?
Why does he? Oh, because he first said Bernie won't do more than 10 minutes with you. You're not a serious journalist. And I was like, Theo Vaughn did like a 3-hour interview with Bernie. Like, what is that? Does that mean he's a serious journalist? But I was like, oh, but I had actually interviewed Bernie.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
For an extended period of time. I think it was like 45-minute interview before I did the sit down thing with him. So now he's like up the end.
Wait, is that real? We're gonna check that. Hasan Piker Bernie Inter. That's auto-filling. Interview Bernie Sanders NAOC at rally Hassan Abi archives 3 months ago. Talking with Bernie Sanders NAOC 3 months ago.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. You see, this is what I mean. This is the shit that I'm talking about. Everyone just lies about everything. Okay? Let me switch the screen. There we go. Wait. Yep, there we go. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that's Hasan, okay? That idiot with the small head. I'm pretty sure that decrepit old fool is Bernie Communism Sanders. And I'm pretty much that's my bartender somehow skipping on work. Don't know how. But she does have good legs. Not gonna lie about that, boys, okay? She may be dumb as bricks, but she does have good legs. And yeah, this is Hasan Abi, okay? Look at this. It's amazing. No one cares about the comments, though. So, this actually happened. So, well, admittedly, it's 10 minutes. What the fuck? You see what I mean? You can't trust any side. Both sides are lying out their fucking ass constantly. It is absolute insanity.
He's like, you got to do an hour with Bernie.
Yeah, like, it's like that video when he's like when he's ragging on you in that video of the protest, where he's like, "Oh, I bet Hasan isn't even there because he's a baby."
But to be fair, Bernie Sanders probably now would not want to speak with Hasan because most people obviously hate him. So he's bad for any type of business.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Hasan's there. They should arrest him.
Yeah, he's gonna slowly up the ante. An hour and 10 minutes. That's when you know.
Bernie won't live with Hasan.
Dude, how unbelievably cringe.
Wait! Is Hasan maybe turning the tide? Because after this clip, and you know what Pegasus is gonna say. That this made Hasan look almost normal, even. So, maybe something new is happening. At the end of the day, again, no one cares what any of these losers do.
Live with Hasan.
Dude, how unbelievably cringe. He's like sitting there, giggling, kicking his feet, like looking at his friends like, oh my god, I look cool, right guys? Right guys? I totally...
That's my Indian food delivery guy. I did not fucking allow him to take a break. Ugh. They're just not worth it.
Owned him, right? Dude, I don't know who the other people are, but this guy needs to get off Hasan Schlong. That spot is reserved for iDubbbz, Dan Clancy, the Hasan Orbit. I mean, there's a lot of people. There's like that spot is like a VIP reservations. It's got like a waiting list of 7. So you gotta wait in line first, you know. Climb your way up through the.
I talked about this like what was it 2 days ago? That there is a chance that Hasan actually, you know, could maybe bring it back by just saying everything said about him is lies and acting like a almost normal person. You know, no obvious supporting of any kind of not safe for work in organizations and things like that. Because again, I'm not gonna lie, boys. I am not gonna lie. I am fucking impartial as shit when it comes to this. After watching this clip and now Pegasus saying, "Oh, look at these guys just talking about facts," and that's bad. This is kind of now cringe. I am almost more at the side of Hasan than anything else. The hatred towards Hasan still doesn't allow me to, but you know, seeing now this is kind of fucking cringe because it just doesn't fit. Oof, man. This is getting interesting because one side getting demolished is not good because we need all of the sides dying. We need all of these people just completely committing seppuku. In Minecraft YouTube, obviously.
The other people are, but this guy needs to get off Hasan.
Okay, listen. If we get rid of the top 2% of streamers, the world just instantaneously becomes a better place. Big true. We get rid of all of them.
On Schlong. That spot is reserved for iDubbbz, Dan Clancy, the Hasan Orbit. I mean, there's a lot of people. There's like that spot is like a VIP reservations. It's got like a waiting list of 7. So you gotta wait in line first, you know. Climb your way up through the Schlong ranks. Make sure you get your real powers in the Gluckatron 9000. Make sure you got that Gluck Gluck ready real good. Then only Hasan will accept you. After he's done visiting 50 more brothels, of course. Also, the point is that people...
Okay, Pegasus. I don't mean to be that guy, but my delivery needs to be here in 5 minutes, or it's I don't have to pay. And it doesn't seem like you're trying a lot here, buddy. Okay, I don't think you're gonna make it. Okay, I don't want to fire you from Uber Eats, but if I have to, I will. Okay.
People actually don't like you. That's the whole point with Bernie and the DNC thing, is that he wants to say that people don't seriously consider you as a political commentator anymore. They consider you as this complete idiot who is so extreme that he should not be
Thank God.
let into mainstream media. You're basically someone who is not sane enough to be the representation of the left or Democratic Party, right? And I feel like the thing with Asmongold talking about the whole protest is that he didn't actually expect you to go down there and actually commit crimes, you know, like blocking a highway, right? Because he thought that, okay, Hasan is crazy, but he doesn't actually stand up for what he believes in. But he was wrong. He was wrong. Okay, I'll admit that. He was wrong. That he underestimated how crazy Hasan actually is, right? And I hope, you know, for your sake, you blocked at least 3 babies from reaching the hospital that day. Then Hasan talks about his stalker accounts, which is basically the Yeet account, who is posting his own public stream clips.
He knows so much about everything you do because he follows the Hasan stalker accounts. Like, that clip isn't even interesting, yet he chooses to watch it. Yeah, I don't even understand what's going on here.
Again, you can't call these people stalkers. That's how everyone instantaneously calls you a fucking joke, okay? If we want to escalate this Hasan versus Asmongold situation, which I honestly think most of us do, obviously, we cannot allow Hasan to be this stupid, okay? He needs to stop with the stupid words like stalkers, Nazis, evil Harry Potter villains. Oh, now, actually, if he called the other side evil Harry Potter villains, that would be way more acceptable than completely dead terminology like Nazis. But we need to do better, boys, okay? This needs to escalate as far as it goes.
Like, how did he arrive at this clip? This is like from the first like 5 minutes of my stream. There's not even like fucking 20,000 people in here at that point. Like,
Stalker accounts.
someone literally was just like, I guess, clipping it. Yeah. Yeah, braced.
Oh my god. I love how he says, how did he find this? And then he mentions it's in the first 5 minutes of his stream. How do you contradict yourself? That, like, obviously you just opened your stream, buddy. It's like the very first
I
section.
did not pay
Also,
attention
why
there.
is he so surprised that he is getting clipped? I mean, you're crying about your PR as a terrorist supporter. That is like the most clippable clip of all time. If I wanted the Hall of Fame for clips, I would clip that clip. You get me? Because it's like the most blatant hypocrisy possible, right? So it would be something your stalker account clips, who is not your stalker, obviously just posting clips from a variety of streamers. Of course, he mainly focuses on Hasan because he's the internet's favorite lol cow. He's probably gonna call me a stalker as well, but you know, I post about everybody. It just happens so that I'm currently covering him and he's messing
No one of you dared to call my delivery guy a stalker, okay? That's one step too far.
up on a daily
Also, wasn't he also the guy who delivered not only tacos but Italian food? What the hell? How many Uber Eats jobs does he have?
basis, right? That's not my fault, all right? The second he stops messing up, I move on to the next person. That's what I do. Okay, so after this, he calls Asmongold smug and says his face is like super smug and he's full of himself.
I love his smug face. Okay, I'm back in.
He hits pause. Yeah, they are unpopular. Like it's such a
No, I think like his smug face is awesome. Like he thinks he's cooking right now. You know what I mean?
He is.
Yeah, he's just
Eh.
like, yeah.
That sounds sadly not even remotely close or smart enough for witty comebacks. Shit.
Based. There is an alternative reality. It's one where I live in, where everybody loves the fact that I don't take a shower. It's like, bro, you are a biohazard
Exactly,
in
man.
the real world. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. The next title is Resident Evil Asmongold.
Yeah.
Dude, the fake laughs are absolutely crazy. Like
That
Hasan has
wasn't
got
bad. That wasn't bad.
that shit on lock. He's been practicing that shit in
Okay.
the mirror.
Well, okay, it's not really good, but everything else was fucking 1 out of 10. So that 5 out of 10 was at least a little bit better. Okay, it's the expectancy of low expectations
Or
kicking in.
something. And not gonna lie, the guy on the side has a very good running in the position on Hasan's schlong. Because honestly, he's given him the entire experience here. He's like, okay, he might not be fully upgraded to the Gluckatron 9000, but he is at a stable clock 6000, of course. So you know, just a little bit more glazing, and maybe you'll reach to the level of Dan Clancy. Although I hear he's a little bit crazy, so maybe you don't want to mess with that guy, you know? Also, I
Damn.
swear Hasan has only one comeback. I've seen him use this like 500 times. Just anytime he pulls up an Asmongold clip, he's like,
Why would you watch the sun so much? What's wrong with you? That's like permanent brain damage.
based. Like, he really hates the fact that Asmongold says based. I don't know why. Maybe it's something just triggers him. But honestly, he really needs to work on his roasting game. I mean, maybe watch like a Pegasus video or two. You got a couple tips, all right? Maybe, just saying. Also, I think in general, people would prefer a basement dweller such as Asmongold to a literal terrorist supporter. I feel like
You know what's the reason why I want to know what actually the average person fucking believes? Because you have Hasan, and okay, listen, I don't care what you people try to say, he is definitely 200 billion% better looking than Asmongold.
Asmongold.
You know what's one of the most hilarious things that I see on Twitter? I'm not sure if this is a bot account or anything, but whenever I see Asmongold trending and people are trying to hate on him, you know what I see? I see someone inevitably saying that he's the incel lord. And then someone saying, well, actually, Asmongold has an above-average rate of female viewers. Are you fucking stupid? Above average? Bro, there's not a single female watching him. He fucking looks like a disaster. I can already... He has fake teeth, but somehow it still looks like he's missing teeth, okay? A woman is not gonna fuck... A woman is never gonna watch a fucking guy without teeth, without hair, who visibly is physically weaker than them. Women are not gonna fucking choose to watch someone this physically repulsive. It's not happening. I want to know if that's some kind of bot saying that, or But are people actually believing that? Like, holy shit. Like, Hasan's winning that fight 100%. And again, boys, it doesn't matter. Do we get them to debate, or do we get them in a boxing ring fighting each other? It's a win-win for humanity. And if both of them somehow magically cease to exist from their boxing altercations, even better. I mean, the world is going to be such a better place.
To a literal terrorist supporter. I feel like one of the options is a little bit worse, you know? Stavros really got to him. That guy absolutely obliterated him. Holy shit. If you guys missed the previous video, make sure to watch that one. That one's so good. Hasan will never be taken seriously because he's stupid and deeply insecure. The only people that like him are people stupider than him. That's okay. Let's not pretend there's people stupider than Hasan, all right? That's a very high bar to beat. Moving on to Tectone's response. He basically paints a picture of this legendary downfall. It's a beautiful monologue, bit of a long clip, but bear with me.
It's like most people just like associate me with like Asmongold and shit.
No, people associate you with being a terrorist supporter. People associate you with the number one thing of being fucking retarded. Genuinely, Hasan. Genuinely. This fame that you have is temporary. Eventually the walls will close in. This little glass house that you live in will eventually shatter because what you're doing is demonstrably wrong. It is. You are not a good person. You are, in fact, a horrible person. And people associate you with being a scumfuck piece of shit. And that is it. And the only people that watch you are the people...
Okay, shut up, fat Asmongold. Well, that's pretty much it. God, come on, we need to... I will moderate Hasan Piker versus Asmongold, the debate of the century, and then they can go have a boxing fight with lead boxing gloves. It's gonna be great, trust me, boys. I'm a scientist. Anyway, that was more Pegasus. That's right. From delivery guy to still kind of delivery guy. 10 out of 10, bye.